So today we're here to do something different and unique. We're going to tap some trees, not maple trees. We're going to tap some birch trees. I didn't know, but you can drink the sap. They call it birch water. It's pure, it's crystal clear, tastes really good. I've had a glass 2 nights ago and it is very, very enjoyable. But you can also boil it down to get syrup. Birch syrup, the same as maple syrup, but with a unique taste and delicious. So we're going to be doing that today. So a buddy of mine that is a birch water expert loaned me some of his little taps. So he said use a hammer to tap it in once you have the hole drilled. Probably will have to replace some of these if I have to tap them in. But he gave me a drill and we're going to tap 5 or 6 trees. There's a couple over there as well that I might tap. It's on my nephew's land. My nephew is right next to me. So yeah, we're going to let our birch up there. So we got like 5 buckets. I purchased new buckets because I wanted clean buckets. I do have buckets at home, lots of buckets, food grade buckets. A lot of different foods came in the buckets, but I don't want to contaminate the taste of the birch water. So we have new buckets. We're going to tap these trees. We're going to go through the entire process of simmering it down and turning it into birch syrup. So the first thing we got to do, we got to drill a hole. Now, my buddy Craig let me borrow his drill. This wasn't purchased yesterday. Very old. Got the proper bit. And we're going to be using this. I mean, this is very, very old. Nice little antique. And I'm not sure how high up we should go, but I think we're going to go. I got the axe. I forgot to bring a hammer, so I do have the axe. I think if we go down low, it'll be too low. I think we should go up a little higher, but I got to decide how we're going to do it because I don't want the bucket to be out too far. Just going to lay the axe down there. So if the bucket was up here, it's probably going to have to be here somewhere. That looks to be better. So it may be too low, but so we have to, instead of straight in, we're going to go up a little bit. I think that would be good. Oh, not far enough yet. Yeah, I think that would be good. The spout, make sure the spout, of course, is down. Already leaking. Wow. 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 Where's she leaking from? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Oh my goodness. I'm trying to get the dirt out. Don't want to have to screen it after, but probably will have to screen it. Just wait for it. See that little puddle coming out? Wow. I might have, okay. She's got the drip going. She's got the drip going. Wow. Ha ha ha. That is amazing. Didn't know you can tap birch trees. It's drinkable. That is amazing. We don't want to seal it to where we can never get it off again. But there we go. Just make sure the wind don't take it too much. There we go. So we need to put plastic over this now to secure it there. It's almost doing a drop every 2 seconds. That is amazing. We'll check it again tomorrow. Drain it out into a 5-gallon bucket. So this is called birch water. You can actually drink it. I believe you can store it for 3 days, and after that it starts to ferment. So if you want to keep it longer than 3 days, you freeze it. Take it out, let it melt. You got a glass of birch water. Lots of very important nutrients in this water, in this sap. And you can also boil it down. It's about 7 gallons, 8 gallons. Boil it down for about 8 hours. Just let it simmer, not boil. Let it simmer, and you'll get a little bit in the mason jar of birch syrup. So we're pretty excited about doing this. We're going to go to other trees here now. We're going to tap them, and then we're going to put some plastic around this so it doesn't interfere with the rain we're going to get tonight, tomorrow, and the next couple of days. We don't want to interfere with that spout. So what is the best way to cover this up? All right, because if you come down too far, it's going to hit that. It's going to run down the plastic and be here and go right over. So we're definitely getting some rain tonight. Now you can tap these trees, they say, every year for 5 years, and then give them a 2-year break. So I don't know what it would be like if you tapped them every 2nd year and just continued on. We got to figure out a way to cover this. A nice little dome over it would be good. But you can also get the spouts with the hose, and it's just a L shape. The hose goes underneath, and then you can put it right down in the bucket and seal the top of the bucket. And I think that would be a better setup. So yeah. So tomorrow when we come up and check it, we're actually going to have to bring some boards with us. I got some over there, and we're going to have to make a little roof coming out over. I think that would be the best thing to do. Won't be hard to do. So let's go with number 2, and we'll go about that eye on the slant upward. There we go. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Can't move it. Perfect. See the first few drops. It's going to come out. We'll see. Bucket isn't ready, but we'll see if this one wants to give us some birch water, some sap. We're not getting nothing from this one. I know why. This tree is dead. Well, I guess Father can take this one down. I think he's dead. There's nothing coming out. The branches on top looks, yeah, this one's dead. Yeah, we're gonna move on to the next tree. So we're gonna crack that off. That tree is in the way. Branch, sorry. Branch is in the way. Put it back there for now. There we go. This one's good and healthy. We're gonna put the little tappy thing. I'm gonna put the little tappy thing up here, I think. Probably be more protected by the wind in there, I think. We're gonna put it inside. We're gonna put it in here. I think that's what we're gonna do right here. Yeah, we're gonna put it in there. There we go. It's on a slant, as always. That's all leaking. We're gonna get the spout in there right away. Look at that, perfect. We'll get the spout in there, make sure it's not upside down. Just like that. Fit it like that. Give the top a little tap. Just make sure it's not loose. Ooh, running out pretty good. Again, now where's my knife? Where is my knife? Do it again. I'm gonna move that again away from the sticker. Don't want any of that involved in it. So we're gonna go like that and like that. Wow. In a matter of a few seconds, we had all that birch water. I don't know how well you can see it. So we get the hole cut, slip it in. I just want to snap it down on a couple sides. Easier said than done, eh? I want to remove that. So keeping my birch trees very healthy on the property, gonna be very key from now on. And even the younger birch, make sure they grow up to be big and strong, because I want to keep doing this. I'm excited about tapping the birch trees. And my nephew got lots on his property. So if you don't want to tap those next year, I'm going to be tapping them. Why not? Get some birch syrup. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? The resources that we have and we don't even realize most times. I mean, the natives, this is the kind of stuff they did years ago. And of course, they would do it different with a little slit cut into the tree, piece of the bark coming out on a slant. And I guess they used different types of, you know, containers back then, wooden containers, carved out, that sort of thing. And be able to drink that, so much nutrients, so much important things that our body needs, right from the tree, right from nature. Can't ask for any better. Now we gotta bag this one up. But I'm gonna tap another tree before we do that. So, this is our third tree. We do have lots of trees here to tap. But I'm gonna put it in right here. It's kind of indented a bit, and the reason I want it in there, I don't want the bucket hanging out too far. If I go here, the bucket will be swinging out. I want the bucket against the tree, so we're gonna tap it right there. There we go. Getting the bark, getting the tree. And there she is. Running down. So she's doing good. So let's get it tapped. We're gonna push it in. Make sure again, your spout is down. Ooh, splashing everywhere. Oh, goodness. She's coming. She's coming. Truly amazing that we can tap birch trees. There we go. Man, that's a lot of sap. Pure water. It is amazing. It is amazing. Things in nature that we don't even realize how easy to get access to it, and the benefits, health benefits. I'm gonna slip that on there. Bring out the back so it's not knocking any dirt in it. Close up the knife so I don't cut myself. We're gonna snap down one side. Sometimes it's easier said than done. I'm down low too. No pressure on that spout, lift it up a bit. There we go. I'll put plastic up around that trunk. Let it come down over it, maybe tape the bottom of it onto our next one. We got birch trees up on the upper part of the land as well. One right over there behind the camper, and also back there we got lots. So let's do this. Let's get this done. So I moved back further on my land instead of going out in front, and we're going to cut down these trees. We'll burn these later. Well, when they dry out, that's what I mean by later. We're also helping this tree stay alive and not being overtaken by the softwoods. That was a good dry one. We'll take care of that later. These softwoods is going to compete for sunlight. So they're going to overtake the birch and kill off the birch. Plus the root system, they'll take most of the nutrients from the birch. It's the way that nature works. A lot of times you start with your hardwoods, and over time your softwoods grow up, overtake the hardwoods and kill off the hardwoods like your birch. So let's set up the bucket. Not a steep angle, just a slight angle. It's good and clean. Already running down like crazy. Look at that. Running down. Crazy. Absolutely crazy, insane. Make sure that spout's right. Give it a little tap with my axe. Sealed in there. Look at that pouring out. Look at that pouring out. Bucket. Bucket. There we go. There we go. Nice. Nice, that's insane when you think about it. Birch trees. Be able to tap it, drink it, and simmer it down to a beautiful syrup. Incredible. Incredible. So we're going to place the cover on top, and where it drops is where we're going to draw out our opening. See how fast that little puddle? Look at that, that's crazy. I keep saying crazy because it's amazing. So we're just going to like draw it out where it's going to go, and then we'll cut it out. And make sure I close that up because I will cut myself. I've been known to cut myself a few times. Again, don't put any weight on that spout. Lift it off. Probably only got to press down on one, but I'm gonna do two. There we go. Now we got to secure that, because if this was the spout with the L shape and the bottom got grooves in it, pretty much same as a gas line with a connector, right? You push those in and you can put a little clamp around it if you want to. We won't have to for this. That's only for it's under pressure and great force coming through it. So the L shape goes in here, down, hooks the O's onto it. You just buy the O's, cut it for the length you need it, and put it right down in the bucket. Put a little O in the top of the bucket. You can seal it with tape or whatever you want to seal it with to keep the water out. Put it right down in the bucket and not have to worry about it. So we'll go with that next year. Because once the leaves comes out on the tree, we are done for the season. We are done for the season. And that's only in there a few weeks. That's crazy. I mean, I understand if this place was full of maples, get maple syrup, but never knew you can do birch. Never knew. So thanks to the expert that told me about this and lent me these spouts, because you know what they say about an expert? An expert is only someone that knows a little more than you. And he kind of stumbled up on it, so thank goodness he did, because I love this idea and I love to be able to do it every year. So thanks a million, Craig, and thanks for the loan of the spouts and that hand drill, that antique hand drill. Amazing, truly amazing. You know, it won't take long to get a lot in your bucket. I mean, that one's going 1 a second. One more tree. We got one more bucket. You know, I don't know, maybe today is Saturday, so our hardware store is not open tomorrow, Sunday. So maybe Monday. Maybe I should get a couple more buckets. I got lots of birch to tap. So maybe I'll get a couple more buckets. Well, let's move on to the last tree. And then we got to somehow seal these up so the rainwater don't get into it over the next couple of days, but I'll be here each day checking on it and dumping it. We don't want much weight on the spouts. You know, we want these spouts to last for a long time. So we'll dump them every day. So let's do this. Let's get to the last tree. Where are we going to do it? There's one right over there, and there's one behind me actually. Yeah, right there. There's two behind me, a smaller one, bigger one. There's three behind me, and 3 different sizes. We'll go for the big one. So again, what's happening is the birch is getting choked out. So we're going to eliminate some of the issues with that. Because it all comes down to competing for sunlight and also the nutrients in the soil. So if they can overtake, they'll take all the nutrients out of the soil from the birch. So we have one more. Just want to get that little bit out. A little bit out. She's pouring out. Get our spout in. Make sure it's not upside down. Just like that. Tap it in. Ooh. Tap it in. Get our bucket up right away. Get our bucket up right away. There we go. Same as always. Man, that's a lot. A lot in a short time. Just a few seconds. Let's get a cut. Bend it down. Lift up. You don't put any pressure on the spout. There we go. There we go. The fifth and final. We'll see how that holds up. We'll see how that holds up. Well, as the old saying goes, it's pissing down rain. So we're going to check our buckets. We just checked one. There's quite a bit of birch water in it, but I'm afraid it might have got contaminated by the rain. Raining all night, all day. So we're going to check this one. I know this one wasn't interfered by the rain at all. So if we got the same amounts, then I'm good to go with both buckets. Just got to remove the tape. And let's go check it out. So we just checked one of the trees. I did get sap yesterday, some of the birch water, but it's, I think that tree is pretty much dead as well. There's no more drips in it, and very little in the bucket. This one seems to be pretty good. And again, we're just going to very carefully take off the plastic. Now, I put some birch on top yesterday to help with the spout. We're still getting drips, so I need this again. So I'm just going to lay that down there. We're going to unhook the plastic bag. So the rain is coming down pretty good. So we got a dry bucket. We're going to have to strain this afterwards. Get out all the little pieces of dirt. So it's pretty good. Got quite a bit so far. Let's pour this in. That is a lot of sap. That is a lot of sap to be proud of. Let's get the cover back on. Let's get the bucket back up. So we want to get this handle back on because she's still dripping. Handle on. A bit sturdier birch. Go up over. So it don't interfere with the drip. So hopefully that one will stay dripping good. Hopefully, I think it will. So we got quite a bit of sap. So we got quite a bit of sap so far. That beautiful birch water. Let's head to the next one. So as you can see, we do have a buildup of water, but the spout is working good. Get a piece of birch, put on top of the spout, so it's dripping down into the hole perfectly. So we should have a nice bit of sap in this one as well. So that's working out pretty good. So we can only do the best what we've got. Oh, it's gonna pour out. So I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna put a piece of birch down there. And I'm gonna retape all this. That's the best thing to do. Completely out of the bag. Snap her off. Not a lot in this one. I guess the size of the trees do matter. We got 2 more to fill in. Well, as you can tell, it's been wet the last few days, and whenever it's wet in spring, it's cold. But I've been wearing my Newfie hunting jacket and pants. Lined jacket, beautiful, it's warm. Got lots of pockets in the sleeves, 2 in the front. Of course, you got your regular pockets there in the sides, and you got your chest pockets. Keep your hands warm. It's actually lined inside. You don't want to wear gloves, just stick your hands in the pockets, keep them warm. Newfie is a company that I partnered with as an affiliate partner, and I tell you, the quality of their product is incredible. There's 2 things I look for whenever I want to partner with a company. One is affordability. It has to be affordable for me. If it's affordable for me, chances is it's affordable for everyone else. I don't like buying expensive things, but I want great quality. So sometimes, most times, you can't get that quality with cheaper prices. But the prices of Newfie, I want you to check out their website. The link is in the description for hunting clothing, hunting gear. It is phenomenal. Their prices and the quality, I can't ask for any better. The stitching is amazing. This is a suit that I love. The pants lined cargo pockets, your regular zip-up pockets in the front. It's what I need in the spring and fall, especially for hunting. We're gonna be hunting spring bear in 2 weeks time. This clothing is gonna come in handy, I tell you. Fall, late fall, hunting moose. I'm gonna love wearing this. And you can too. Check out the links in the description. You won't be disappointed. I'm not disappointed, and I know you won't be. I won't recommend anything that I don't love. So go check it out. This is the final day. The buds are starting to come out. We're still getting a little bit of sap. Quite a bit in that bucket. So we're just going to remove it. Whew. Craig might have left this one in there. Come on. Wow. There we go. We got that one off. Let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. There we go. That was an easy one, the way they all should be. So let's sit down and pour this out. Sap. Oh goodness gracious. I have a full bucket full. And there we go. $19 liters of birch water. That's pretty good. So we're going to take this home, take it to the garage. We're going to strain it off through some cheesecloth. Then we're going to put it in the pot and we're going to boil it. We're going to put it on a slight boil, not a rapid boil, and boil it down to some beautiful birch syrup. Let's do it. So we got 2 buckets of birch water. Amazing. Next year I'm going to be better prepared. Going to do more trees. We're going to get a lot more off this birch syrup. But our 15-liter bucket was crystal clear. We know that one was not contaminated with rainwater. We're going to do that one first. We got it in the pot. We're going to boil that down on a slight boil, not a rapid boil. Rapid boil will actually change the sugars in the water, and we don't want that to happen. We want the perfect end result. Now, the bucket, the 19-liter bucket that looks contaminated, as you can see, it got a different tint to it. It's not crystal clear. There is rainwater. I don't know how much, but there's definitely rainwater in that birch water. So you can still boil it down. It's just going to take longer. So we want to finish this process with the crystal clear one, bottle that off, which it's not going to be a lot of syrup. It takes a lot of birch water to get some birch syrup. But once we have this bottled off, then we're going to do the process with the contaminated bucket. And we're going to enjoy this process. We're going to enjoy the syrup. And like I said, next spring, we're going to be well prepared. Start earlier. We're going to have the proper gear and see how much we're going to get next spring. I like to get a few bottles. So we're going to let this come to a slight boil. We have our 13 liters of beautiful birch water, birch sap. We got about 250 milliliters of beautiful birch syrup. Look at that gorgeous color. Taste is fantastic. Totally different than maple syrup, but it got a beautiful, beautiful taste to it. Now, I was only collecting for 4 days. What a taste. What a taste. It is beautiful. Collecting for 4 days. And I got about 32 liters of syrup. I'm not going to boil off the other bucket because I waited too long to put it on. After 3 days, it starts to kind of break down and more or less unusable if you wait too long. And I waited too long for that bucket. But next year we're going to do a little different. We're going to have a different setup. We're able to boil it off a lot quicker as we get it, and hopefully we can store it for some time. And that way we can have it throughout the year. I'm not sure how long it stores for, but I'll leave it down below how long you can store some birch syrup. This is beautiful. Look at the color, the taste, amazing. It's worth trying. It's worth doing it at least once in the spring of the year. I was only collecting for 4 days and I got 32 liters. Now this is only 13 liters of birch water. But even if you only wanted to try it, it's worth it. We're going to fry up some toutons. Toutons, Newfoundland toutons. It's fried dough, and we're going to taste this syrup with some fresh toutons. Now, of course, our avocado oil. Now, I took the toutons, the dough out of the freezer, and I dropped some on the floor, so there we go with our toutons. And all we do is just take a little bit of dough, round it out, and when that pot gets hot, we're going to put our dough right in there. And it's just to fry it up, just to brown it, but you don't want it too thick. If you have your dough too thick, the inside will stay doughy, it won't cook through. You're basically frying up bread. So you want to keep it fairly thin, maybe ½ an inch or less thickness, and just fry it up. When it's brown on one side, you flip it over, and it should be cooked completely through. Too thick, you're going to have a doughy inside. It's getting there, nice golden brown. Let's just flip it. We can always go back on it, and the best thing about the avocado oil, it's good oil. It's good for you, so it doesn't matter if it's a little greasy, it's good oil. So this touton is done. Look at that. Look at that beautiful golden brown. It is gorgeous. Look at that. That is perfect. So now we're going to take our beautiful touton. We're going to break it. Look at that dough. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. We're going to dip it down in. That's beautiful. Oh, look at that. Give it a try. Oh. Wow. That is incredible. Look at that. Sweet taste, but not as sweet as maple syrup. Even doing the maple syrup yourself, it's going to be sweeter than the birch syrup. So, 4 days of recording. Was it worth it? Capturing all that birch water? Absolutely. Well worth it. And we're going to be better prepared in the spring, because I want to be able to keep some of this and store it, be able to use it. Use smaller bottles, because it's not something I will be using every day. But what I'd like to do next year is, you can store the water, of course, you can freeze it. So the birch water you can just freeze. And I like to freeze it in small amounts. And to be honest with you, because of the nutrients and the minerals and the antioxidants and everything that's in the birch water, I like to be able to take out a glassful each week and just drink a glassful each week. I don't know what kind of benefits it would be, but I know it won't be any harmful benefits, any harmful effects. So why not plan ahead and store some of the birch water, and that way I'd be able to use it each week, especially if we can get some birch syrup. So only find some birch trees, extract the water, simmer it down, and you got some beautiful, tasty syrup. Really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go check out my video over here, and we're going to be seeing you in our next video.